Hello and good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope all is good from your side. Let me know. Can you hear me, please? Just send in something in the chat or say hello, or do use the react button if you want, please. Can you hear me? All right, wonderful. Can you also see my screen, please? Let me know. Can you confirm? Amazing. Okay, so once again, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this session. This is AI in sales and marketing. I hope that you are all ready to start our session today. I'm so very happy to be here with you. I will be your instructor for this session. I can see we are 45 people right now. That's great. Hopefully, we will be more as the training moves forward. So, my friends, uh, in today's session, we have two sections, two main parts: AI in sales, and then we're going to be talking about AI in marketing as well. We're going to see very interesting topics, very useful information also, and how can we use and promote the use of AI in our daily work activities. So before I start in the session, I would like to let you know that since you are a lot of people in this training, please do keep your questions in the Q&A section at any time. Don't hesitate to ask anything whenever you need, especially if it's something related to the slide that is being explained. All right, and yep, that's that. So, is everyone ready to start the session? Let me know. Do we have some energy in the room? Are you guys well awake? Do you have your cup of coffee with you, your tea, your water, whatever you're drinking? All is good? Are you ready to start? Okay, wonderful. I see all the reactions. Nice, nice. That's how I like it. We have plenty of energy. Amazing. So let's go ahead and start tackling AI in sales. First of all, my friends, when we say AI in sales, nowadays artificial intelligence is transforming sales by providing a lot of powerful tools for customer insights, for personalizations, for forecasting and automation even. So here we will highlight how AI, including Copilot, of course, enhances productivity and streamlines the sales processes for greater efficiency and greater success. All right, we will start by introducing how AI is transforming the sales function from lead generation to closing some deals. You see, we will be understanding some key tools, some terminologies, and valuable propositions as well. So, mainly we have four objectives in our session. First is to understand what AI means in the sales context. You see, we're going to be learning how AI technologies they enhance sales processes by automating tasks, providing insights, and improving the customer interactions. So, which is very nice and important for us. We're gonna identify some areas of the sales pipeline where the AI is applied. All right, and also we're gonna familiarize ourselves with some AI tools like HubSpot, like Salesforce, like Gong. You see, all of those they help us to streamline sale activities and boost our productivity. And we're going to evaluate also how AI can address opportunities for your sales process, like improving lead scoring and also automating the follow-ups. When I say automating, yes, I mean it automating. So basically, you will not have to do anything on yourself anymore. The AI will help you do things for you. It will not replace you. No, it will not replace your colleague. Don't worry, guys, you are safe. But it will help us. Think about it as an assistant. All right, it will be the assistant that will help us to achieve our work in a much better way. All right, so basically. let's start with a short video. Right here, you have a short video about Copilot for Sales. I'm gonna start by sharing the link with you in the chat. This way, maybe you want to save it, maybe you want to look at it later on. It's interesting. Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing the sounds as well. Here we go. So let's have a look how Copilot in Sales has transformed selling nowadays. All right, are you ready? Let's go. All right, my friends, you see, this is just a very short video, just showing us how things are, how things can be done, how can they be affected, what we can do with the magic of Copilot and AI. Of course, we will be elaborating more as we move forward in our training. All right. So, first things first, when we say AI in sales, what do we mean? Well, AI in sales, it refers to the use of artificial intelligence tools and models to support you sales professionals in your decision making. You see, to be able to outreach, to support you in your lead nurturing, your forecasting, and even your closing also. You see, AI in sales is not just CRM automation, but it includes predictive insights, the voice transcription, opportunity scoring, language generation. It helps you as people in sales to do things you do usually, but more efficiently and with less time. You're gonna see it has a lot of benefits, of course, that we are going to be talking about also later on. So, okay, we have a very interesting video here to talk, a small interview. Right? The sales team, they often face challenges like managing accounts, increasing revenue, while spending time on administrative tasks like planning and data entry, I would say. So the goal actually is to spend more time engaging with customers rather than doing these tasks, you see. So Microsoft 365 Copilot offers solutions to reduce the administrative overhead, freeing up time for sales teams to focus on the customer engagement and the revenue growth. You see, in this video, you're gonna see Brent Johnson's experience with Copilot. Right, he is within the team within Microsoft sales team, and he's gonna tell us and how like the sales team spend 70% of their time on administrative tasks, how Copilot can help them from his own experience. Okay, so here you go. Let's have a look at this.
To achieve their goals, sales organizations must dynamically manage accounts, grow opportunity pipelines, and become trusted advisors. This is rarely easy, and there is always pressure to support more customers and increase revenue. Top sellers are looking to engage more deeply with customers, but unfortunately, sales teams end up spending most of their time on administrative tasks like planning, data entry, and internal meetings. In fact, studies show sellers spend about 70% of their time on tasks that don't involve interacting with customers. To reduce this overhead and spend more time selling, organizations can use Microsoft 365 Copilot to reimagine their sales experience. Microsoft 365 Copilot connects with their work data and is available in the productivity tools that sellers use every day. Copilot can also surface the right information at the right time, so sellers can answer customer questions instantly and build credibility. And you can take Copilot even further with the Microsoft 365 Copilot Sales Agent and custom agents built in Microsoft Copilot Studio, providing additional functionality to streamline business processes. Copilot helps redefine key sales processes like lead generation, customer engagement, negotiations, and post-sales follow-up. Leveraging an AI assistant across these processes can drive revenue by increasing quality, capacity, and effectiveness. At Microsoft, we've been using Copilot products, including Microsoft 365 Copilot, the Copilot Sales Agent, and Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales. The sales organization at Microsoft was one of the first teams to interact with Copilot, so they have lots of experience using it to improve their processes. I'm excited to be here today with Brent Johnson. He's a global black belt in our U.S. sales organization and has agreed to give us the inside scoop on some of the value Copilot can offer sales teams. Hi, Brent. Thanks for joining me and for sharing your Copilot tricks of the trade with us.
Hi, Cynthia. It's great to be here.
To get us started, could you share a bit more about your role here at Microsoft?
Yeah, as a Microsoft 365 Global Black Belt, or GBB, my main aim is to teach customers about using AI to work smarter, not harder. I focus on things like how to drive business growth, cut down on extra costs, and use Viva Suite to track their goals and measure wins.
And I'm sure that keeps you busy and gives you plenty of opportunities to use Microsoft 365 Copilot every day. What are some examples of how you and other GBBs are using Copilot to improve your results?
Yeah, there are a few ways I use Copilot with my customers, starting with how I prepare a customized pitch deck. The first step is to research the customer. I like to have Copilot find the company's latest financial statements so I can understand more about their current performance, their goals, and any challenges they're facing. So I'll enter a prompt to get more information about the company's latest quarterly earnings. Then I can click on the link provided to download the press release. I can open that in Word and get a quick summary, or I can ask questions if I want to go deeper.
Wow, that seems a lot easier than trying to read through an entire earnings statement. What do you do next?
It's always great to prepare a slide with the customer's latest financials. This way, they know I care about and understand their business. From a blank PowerPoint presentation, I open the Copilot sidebar and ask Copilot to create a presentation from the press release. You can see that it creates a comprehensive presentation, giving me a great head start.
Nice. Do you usually have to do a lot of editing, or can you just take these slides as they are and add them to the presentation?
It really depends. I may combine some of the information onto one slide, but most of the work is done.
That's great. And I bet that really resonates with customers. Can you let us in on any other ways that you use Copilot to help connect with customers?
Another way I use Copilot every day is to get help writing emails. I work with a lot of different customers at the same time. With Copilot, I can reply to an email in seconds rather than reading through a whole thread and trying to come up with the exact right response. It stops me from overthinking things. Here's a long thread with a customer. In the most recent email, the customer requested a meeting. I can just click on Copilot and quickly tell it what I want to say. I get a well-written email draft back that I can simply review and send.
It's such a simple thing, but I know it can really save a lot of time and brain power. How else does Copilot help?
It really helps me be a better salesperson because I can share action items from the meeting immediately, which keeps the whole sales team in sync. Unlike most of us who have back-to-back meetings, it helps me go back when I do have time and remember what my next course of action with that customer needs to be.
Here, you can see how I review the summary of a past meeting. I open Copilot with the Microsoft 365 Copilot Sales Agent, scroll up to find the meeting, and then open the summary. I can see all the times I was mentioned and see meeting details. I love to check the sentiment analysis to see what was said and if it was positive or negative.
That's great to hear. I think something all of us are curious about is how much time per day do you estimate you're saving with Copilot?
It varies daily, but I would say on average I save about 60 minutes a day. Much of the time savings comes from sales-related activities, but it also comes from other things that I need to do during the day, like just knowing that I can miss informational meetings and then go back and get the details later. It's really a new way of working where I can prioritize my customers and know that Copilot can help me catch up on anything I missed.
I totally relate to that. At such a big company like Microsoft, we're constantly seeing updates on our products and services, and Copilot really helps me keep up. Could you share with us how you use some of the time Copilot gives you back?
I use it in a couple ways. The first way is by spending more time on learning. The world of AI and Copilot is moving so fast. There's a ton of information coming to me on a daily basis that I need to be an expert on. The only way I can stay on top of my game is to read product information and learn from others, but that takes time. Having Copilot summarize helps me absorb new information much easier. Second, Copilot frees up time to better serve my customers, time to better prepare for my meetings, but also time to thoroughly follow up to make sure that any customer satisfaction issues are being addressed. People don't care what you know until they know how much you care. That's my life motto. Resolving their issues shows them you care about them and their business.
I love that. Brent, what advice would you give sales organizations that are looking to reimagine their processes?
First and foremost, equip your sales teams with AI tools like Copilot to swiftly harness the benefits you highlighted. Taking a proactive approach with Copilot not only helps you stay ahead of competitors, but also ensures you meet the evolving needs of your customers. We have local enablement teams that we can work with to get the most out of Copilot. The focus has been on a few high-impact scenarios that can have the biggest impact on our customers. For example, using Copilot to better comprehend your customers allows for a tailored sales strategy, which leads to more deals being closed. Additionally, fostering open communication and collaboration within your teams is crucial. Encourage the sharing of Copilot prompts and process improvements. This helps to reinforce the new habits that are required for successful adoption. Using Copilot, your organization will be well equipped to navigate the future with confidence and agility.
Amazing. It's great to hear that Copilot is making our sellers even better. Brent, thank you so much for sharing your Copilot experience with us.
Sure. Thanks again for having me.
For everyone watching, hopefully we've given you some inspiration to leverage Copilot to drive revenue growth, optimize costs, and help your sales team thrive. To learn more about how Copilot is transforming business processes, reach out to your Microsoft team. Thank you for joining us.
All right, my friends, you see, so Copilot helps sales professionals streamline processes like lead generation, customer engagements, follow-ups, all of that. We have Copilot sales agents that provides AI assistance, optimizing your daily tasks like crafting some customized presentations, crafting some customized emails. You see, we have a lot of time-saving AI tools for you, like you see when Brent explains that sales team they spent like 70% of their time on administrative tasks, but Copilot allows the sales reps to get more quality time with your customers, just like by automating some tasks like email writing, research, meeting summaries, and all of that. Even you can create a customized pitch deck, which is easier with Copilot, as it can generate presentations from financial reports and company data. So this saves significant time in preparing materials for the clients. You see, Copilot can also draft email responses, allowing your sales reps to respond faster without getting bogged down in the long email threads. You see, it can it can help you to stay on top of the action items by providing like summaries of the past meetings, including sentiment analysis, to be able to gauge the mood of the conversation. So by leveraging Microsoft 365 Copilot, sales teams can drastically improve the efficiency. We can better engage with the customers and even drive a better revenue growth. You see, so let's begin by looking at how Microsoft 365 can make one of your daily sales tasks, which is the communication first. So the communication much faster and more efficient. Now, Microsoft 365 Copilot for sales, you see, enhances the communication by using AI directly inside Outlook. So instead of starting from scratch when you're drafting emails or scheduling follow-up meetings, Copilot will use data from your CRM system. All right, it will use context from your Microsoft 365 apps and your relationships and activity insights from Microsoft Graph also. All of that together, you mix it up, you add a little bit of spices, herbs and spices, and all these sources, they allow Copilot to be able to generate the personalized, relevant messages that fits the conversation history and the sales context. You see, on the example here in the slide, Copilot drafts a tailored outreach email, which is something that sales teams they do frequently, right? And this saves time while ensuring the tone and the content remains aligned with the customer relationship and the sales stage also, you see. So by automating the repetitive communication tasks, sellers they can focus more on the conversation itself rather than the mechanics of writing and how we should do stuff. You see? So in short, this feature helps to stay consistent, to be responsive and efficient also, reducing manual writing time while increasing the communication quality. Also, we can make one of our daily sales tasks much better, which is summarizing the information. You see, like instead of starting from scratch when you are drafting emails or scheduling follow-up meetings, Copilot will use the data from the CRM, as I said, and the context from the Microsoft 365 apps and the relations and activity from the graph. And by automating like all these simple tasks, now we can focus on what is really important. So like if you want to look at this capacity here that really helps the sales team to save time summarizing information, Copilot can take long email threads or meeting discussions and condense them into clear, actionable summaries. You see, like we have, instead of manually reading through these long conversation histories, and imagine I came back from a vacation and there are, I don't know how many emails, then 100, 200 emails waiting for me. So Copilot will extract the key points such as the customer questions, the requested product details, the action items, the follow-ups, whatever we need from these emails, maybe sales signals and intent indicators, you see. So all these summaries, they can then be saved directly into your CRM platform, ensuring that your company records they stay up to date without any extra manual entry. So the AI also adds sales-specific insights when you are connecting to the CRM and Microsoft Graph, helping the sellers to quickly understand the context before responding to the messages or even preparing the next engagement that we have. So this dramatically reduces the time that is spent on the administrative work and also helps the sales professionals to stay organized and, of course, more informed. You see, overall, these features ensure that you guys never miss any important detail. So it can quickly capture what matters most, leading to better follow-ups and even have more efficient sales processes. You see, Of course, Copilot also can help us by generating content. So this is especially useful for sales teams who need to prepare material quickly without sacrificing any quality. So you can see Copilot for sales can assist generating a wide range of sales content across PowerPoint, across Word, Excel, all of that with the assistance of the AI. So we can have meeting preparation briefs, and we can have proposals in Microsoft Word. We can have pitch decks in PowerPoint, and even data visualizations and reports in Excel. Copilot will use the CRM data, the M365 content, and the insights from Microsoft Graph to be able to ensure that the generated content is actually relevant, it's actually accurate, and aligned with the current customer engagement. You see, it can automatically pull customer records, opportunity details, deal timelines, and even past interactions to be able to generate a structured meeting brief, or even be able to prepare analytics, visuals, all that based on the sales data. You see, this reduces the amount of manual work that typically required, and it helps the sellers go into meetings better prepared with more personalized material as well. So basically, Copilot will empower your sales team to be able to produce high quality data driven content quickly, helping you to stay focused on the customers rather than the time consuming document creation for every opportunity that you need to have. All right, my friends. So this is the main idea. I can see some of you guys maybe have some problems seeing the slides. Maybe try leave the session and then join again, please, because the connection should be fine here, and maybe it's from your side. Please try this and come back. Thank you. So moving forward, we have a short video how we can save time with Microsoft Copilot for Sales, a short demo actually. All right, are you ready? Let's get going.
I'm a seller at Northwind Traders, and we're coming up on the end of the quarter, and I'm starting to feel the pinch to meet my goals. Like most sellers, I spend around 70% of my time researching customers, creating content, and updating CRM. Only 1/3 of my day is spent directly with customers selling. Let me show you how Microsoft Copilot for Sales has changed the game for me and my teammates by bringing sales insights and next-generation AI into the flow of work to allow us to spend more time selling. Let's see it in action. I have a handful of open deals I'm working and have received an email from a potential customer, but I don't have much context in this email to respond. Copilot for Microsoft 365 summarizes emails to quickly catch up on the details. However, in this email, there was not much content to summarize. But since Copilot for Sales draws on details from the CRM, the experience is enriched to deliver an optimized experience for sellers. Copilot summarizes the email and augments it with data from the CRM. It has pulled in Abby's title, company name, and details about the opportunity, and identified a BANT insight. BANT stands for Budget, Authority, Need, and Timeline. Key details needed to move deals forward. Understanding that they secured budget is a huge indicator that this deal is ready to go. Copilot for Sales surfaces key sales info to further highlight details about the deal, enhanced with the insights from this email. Additionally, I can see suggested actions to update the opportunity, review information about the deal coming from CRM, such as opportunity summary and related account, contact, and opportunity details. No more toggling back and forth to CRM. All the sales information related to the sender right here in Outlook. I can quickly update the opportunity in CRM, reflecting the new details, to efficiently advance this deal forward. Before Copilot for Sales, we could easily miss these important buying signals, and updates to CRM were typically from memory, so data quality in the CRM varied across our sales team. Let's get back to the email. I want to respond to Abby with details to help move this deal forward. Let's see how Copilot can help. When replying to the email, I see some prompts to assist with generating a reply. Let's use the Make a Proposal prompt to update her on the details of the opportunity while also taking into account her recently approved budget. When using Copilot for Microsoft 365, prompts would be shown based on the content of the email. These prompts, provided by Copilot for Sales, are geared towards closing a deal and draw on data from the CRM. The generated reply helps to craft a response that includes the product details and quantities aligned with her recently approved budget, shares details about the product, and discuss some next steps to keep the deal moving forward. Now that Copilot has generated a draft, it's up to me to review and personalize to my tone. And send. Current users of Copilot for Sales have reported saving 30 minutes per email using the email generation feature. Can you imagine? How many emails a day do you have? Okay, the deal is so close. Let's see how I rally the sales team to close out this deal before the end of quarter. Using Copilot for Sales, I previously set up a deal room in Teams, where a number of different team members have been collaborating over the last few weeks. In the pursuit of closing deals, I find myself collaborating with an average of 15 cross-functional teams to service my customers. Deal rooms simplify this by curating collaboration spaces for my customers and the various deals I am working on. Check it out. Copilot for Sales includes an opportunity summary at the top of the deal room that reflects the recent changes so the entire team is up to date on the opportunity. The team have been actively engaging in this channel to collaborate on the deal. Looks like they were able to leverage that new pitch deck they had recently received from marketing. Due to the urgent nature of this deal and upcoming meeting, I am going to create a meeting prep doc to ensure that the team is up to date on the latest customer details and ready to help close out the deal. Let's see how Copilot in Word can assist with this task. A critical but tedious process. I would normally look at the details saved to the CRM and past email and meeting exchanges with the customer to manually prepare a summary. Now, all I need to do is select the meeting and Copilot does the rest. Here, you can see that the generative powers of Copilot are elevated by the integration of CRM record details and details from Microsoft 365. The brief includes details about participants, an opportunity summary, recent meeting insights, email thread summaries, related records from the CRM, and any open customer service cases that the team should be aware of going into our upcoming call. Let's get back to notifying the team. I post to inform the team. I inform them of the upcoming meeting and share the meeting prep doc to ensure we are all on the same page. This ensures the entire team is aware of what's going on and ready to have a great call. Okay, it's the day of the meeting, and the team just wrapped up a great call. After the call, the sales team consults the meeting recap. Here, we can see key sales-related tasks from the meeting that can be added to CRM and conversational KPIs to assess our team's call performance. Let's create the task for Haley to update the proposal by the end of week. And done. We can also review the AI-generated notes from the meeting, summarizing the meeting notes and follow-up actions. This is one more example of where the rich AI capabilities of Copilot in Microsoft 365 summarize the meeting, and Copilot for Sales augments the experience to bring sales-specific actions to the seller. Well, there you have it. With Copilot for Sales, I can now engage with my customers more efficiently, collaborate with my sales team, and conduct more effective meetings, all while ensuring my CRM is up to date. And notice that not once did I have to go directly into my CRM. All my sales activities can be done here in Office, so I can spend more time with my customers, selling. We have heard from our customers that Copilot for Sales has not only contributed to time savings, but also improved seller skills. In fact, one customer stated that it has also contributed to better work-life balance and increased revenue by 25% in one quarter.
All right, my friends. So you can see here and from this video how easily sellers they can save time with Microsoft Copilot for Sales. Yeah, like Copilot can reduce time spent on all the repetitive tasks, email writing, updating CRMs, preparing for the meetings. You see, it brings customers and deal insights directly into Outlook and Teams also, eliminating the need to switch between the apps. So we have all these integrated insights already. And Copilot summarizes the email threads, suggests responses, includes relevant CRM data to be able to personalize the communication. You see, we have suggestions also, suggested actions that are based on the context, helping your sellers to stay on top of the opportunities and the next steps. Copilot creates deal rooms in Teams, even making it like easier for the sales team to be able to collaborate, to stay aligned, and all of that. This way, by handling the administrative work, Copilot allows you to spend more time engaging with your customers and close your deals. You see, so let's walk through how AI enhances every stage of a modern sales funnel. Okay, you will see here on this slide a high-level journey. Okay, from awareness all the way to post-sale retention, and it shows where AI brings measurable impact. Also, you see, first we have on the top awareness, of course, as I said. So this is at the top of the funnel. The goal here is to get the right people to notice you. AI enhances this by having AI ads, for example. You see, we can have AI platforms. They analyze a huge, they have a huge budget allocations. You see, they have a lot of placements and messaging also, like LinkedIn AI Insights, for example, for it predicts campaign performance and streamlines targeting recommendations. AI even automatically gathers, verifies, and enhances lead data. You see, you have tools like Cubeo AI Lead Finder that enriches people's profiles based on your ideal customer profile. So it will pull data from across public sources. And AI can now generate hyper-accurate audience lists also based on behaviors, on company attributes, and the intents. We have platforms like iCustomer.ai, for example, if you know it. It identifies high intent accounts, it identifies lookalikes, and even visitor intelligence. You see, and point number two of our funnel will be the interests. So once we have a potential customers, they show interest. Now AI will help engage them in the personalized way. So we can have personalized content creation, like AI tools. They will create this tailored content, those emails, those landing pages, and those chatbot answers based on the user's data and their browsing behavior, for example. You see, this increases the engagement and also keeps the prospects interested. We have AI chatbots for product queries also, like like Drift, like Intercom, HubSpot AI chat also that answers questions instantly. They can qualify leads and they can guide visitors through early exploration. After working on the interest, we have our next step in our funnel will be consideration. You see, at this stage, the customer is evaluating the options. Like AI helps the teams to prioritize the efforts here. You see, we have predictive lead scoring, for example, like AI analyzes attributes, analyzes behaviors to be able to determine which leads they are most likely to convert. And this ensures that the sales teams like they focus their time where it matters the most. We have to predict AI helps to predict the behaviors like Salesforce, like Einstein's, like and Zoho CRM AI, for example. All of those tools they look at some past actions and they will try to predict the future ones, such as like the likelihood to book a demo or the likelihood to download some content. You see, after taking into consideration what they have, then comes the decisions that need to be placed. You see, AI plays a strategic role in helping the prospects reach a confident buying decision. We want them to feel like they took the decision, they did the choice, they took the choice. So we can have proposal drafting. uh, we can create proposals using contextual CRM data, reducing all the manual writing time that we have. We have price optimization also, like AI will analyze the historical sales, the trends, the competition, and the seasonality to be able to recommend the optimal pricing strategies. You see, we have platforms like Gong.io, for example, which extracts patterns from the sales conversations. It will highlight objections, the winning behaviors, the risk of the deal, and all of that stuff. After the customer has took the decision, then we move to post sale. You see, even in post sales, AI continues to drive value after that the deal has been closed. So we can work on with sentiment analysis. For example, AI analyzes the conversations and it will support interactions to understand the customer satisfaction and detect the risks early. We can upsell the predictions like based on the customer usage trends, the purchase history. AI identifies opportunities for cross sell and upsell. You see, uh, even customer success platforms like Gainsight, for example, they can predict the churn likelihood, enabling proactive retention strategies. You see, in conclusion, AI touches every part of the sales funnel. You see, like from finding the right leads to generating the interest to predicting behavior and even optimizing decisions and enhancing customer loyalty. So when uh, when you are working with sales, like you need to understand that AI isn't just a feature, it's actually an engine that powers an intelligent, scalable sales process that you have. All right. So up next, we also have another very interesting video. I actually love those. I find them very engaging. All right, here you go. Also, as usual, I'm sharing the link to you in the chat so you can have a look at it. So here we're going to be looking at how Microsoft is introducing exciting new capabilities for Copilot for Sales in back in 2025. So these features they are designed to improve the CRM workflows by automating repetitive tasks, giving sales teams more time to focus on building the customer relationship. You see, these tools will help your sales rep to increase their speed and their efficiency, ensuring that no opportunity is missed and that all the customer interactions are optimized. So, let's have a look at what do we have.
The new capabilities we're introducing in Copilot for Sales will add the power of agents to your CRM workflows by automating repetitive tasks and giving sales team more time to do what they do best. There are two keys to successful sales: timing and speed. A missed follow-up can often mean the difference between a deal today and a lost opportunity. The sales agent works on behalf of the sales team 24 hours a day. When Alberto, a prospective customer, comes to my website and fills out a Contact Me form to learn more about our new line of smart vending machines, the sales agent wastes no time. It sends Alberto some initial information, which prompts him to reply seeking more details. Without needing to wait for any human input, the agent replies with an automated quote and an offer to answer any additional questions or arrange a meeting. It marks the lead as qualified and is ready to hand off to a sales rep like me. The new sales agent shows me Alberto's full details. It combines CRM data with external information, including his interactions with the agent. It also includes some suggested next steps. It suggests an introductory email with some talking points it believes will resonate. I can customize these talking points with a combination of suggestions from the agent and perhaps a little bit of my own personal flair. Once I'm done, the agent will send the email on my behalf. I was able to research, review, and act with a single view, saving loads of time. Alberto's profile is carried over to the Outlook view. The profile shows me the timeline of his activities along with additional suggestions. While I'm responding to Alberto's email, I can review his activities, along with one-click actions I can take. All I need to do is review and accept. This automation ensures that my CRM record remains up to date with the most relevant developments. Alberto suggested his availability for a meeting, and Copilot for Sales automatically turns that into a meeting request. Now, I have a lot of opportunities in the pipeline. While I'm not complaining about that, it also makes organizing and preparing for my meetings a challenge. This is where Sales Chat comes in. I can see my list of upcoming meetings and ask it to help me prepare. Sales Chat acts as my sales assistant, giving me insights and suggestions from a vast array of knowledge it picked up from internal and external data sources. This not only includes my previous interactions, but those of my colleagues. I can ask follow-up questions the same way I would a human assistant and get detailed answers. I'm now fully prepped and ready to start my meeting. Thanks to the agents working for me, I was able to turn a new relationship into a productive meeting faster than ever. But Copilot for Sales work doesn't end there. It generates the meeting notes, and with a single click, I can save them to my CRM record. Everything is captured, so nothing we talked about gets left behind. Our next steps, follow-up questions, tasks, and agreements are all right there for me to review and save to the CRM. Sales Chat isn't just for an individual seller. Managers can use it to help analyze sales operations. My manager can consult Sales Chat to understand factors like customer sentiment and look for emerging questions or issues. She can also use it to visualize her data in different ways. Here, for example, she can view her pipeline for risk areas and examine her team's forecast accuracy. The new capabilities of Copilot for Sales make companies' CRM smarter, and a smarter CRM gives sales teams that much more time to build relationships and delight customers. To learn more about these and other new features being released for Copilot for Sales, check out our 2025 Wave 1 release notes.
All right, my friends. So you see here, the new sales agent will automate tasks like lead qualification, quote generation, follow-ups, And even sales chat will assist your reps by providing insights, suggestions, and some answers also based on both the internal and the external data. So managers, they can use sales chat to analyze sales operations, to identify customer sentiments, and even assess forecast accuracy. So this is pretty clean, I think. You know, you see, the 2025 release of Copilot for Sales empowered sales teams with all these AI-driven automation, helping to streamline processes, improve the communication, save valuable time, ultimately driving more productive and effective sales outcome. So, um, we have many different key benefits of AI in sales. Here we are listing 5. Of course, the list is not optimal. There's many more, but let's just start with something at least. So, first of all, as I was mentioning, we have increased productivity. You see, like efficiency boost. We have the sales representative. They will spend less time on the administrative tasks and more time engaging with the customers. AI automates the data entry, the call logging, the meeting summaries, and the CRM updates, freeing up valuable time for selling. And also, even we can have better targeting, like high intent lead identifications. You see, AI leverages the behavioral and demographical data to be able to pinpoint the leads with high conversion potential. And this dynamic or like real-time lead scoring ensures that the sales efforts, they are focused on the most promising prospects. About tailored personalization at scale, I would say you have tailored communications. You see, for personalizations. Now, as I was saying earlier, AI adapts the tone to the content to the timing, so it automatically customizes emails and messages to be able to fit the specific customer segments. It also adapts the tone, the content, and even the timing of the communications, enhancing relevance and engagement as well. So, forecast accuracy. So, I already mentioned this a little bit. Like when we're trying to forecast, trying to predict, you see, we can do predictive analysis. This is how AI will use predictive analysis to identify pipeline risks, opportunities, maybe with high confidence. So, this will help reduce reliance on the guesswork and also improve the accuracy of the sales forecast. You see, remember also when we do the deal intelligence, this is a big benefit because conversation AI analyzes the sales call to be able to like extract the key information, you know, like the objections, the next steps, the mentions of the competitors, maybe. So this intelligence helped the sales manager coach their team more effectively and also refine their strategies. So we have different tools to work with this, as I mentioned, the Microsoft 65 Copilot, we have Salesforce, we have HubSpot, we have Gong.io, what that's Gainsight that I mentioned earlier also. So all of those very powerful tools. Okay, let's see here how Copilot we can extend Copilot for sales with the customer's data and some insights from our own apps. So this is a very interesting video here. With the help of generative AI, we're gonna see how it provides insights, suggests actions, and ensures that the sales teams they all have the information that they need to be able to engage with customers effectively. All right. we'll drive in Copilot Studio also a little bit in this video. So this is where you can create custom AI experience without writing any code. You see, it allows you to integrate the external data sources and build tailored skills for your sales process also. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking and let you experience this, let you discover this by yourself in the video. I also send it in the chat. This is a very interesting video, especially if you wish to create your own AI agents. All right. So one more thing, just before we start the video, guys, I see all your questions in the Q&A, but I'm sorry I'm not able to answer those now because we are so many people, and I just need to complete all my explanation on the slides. But don't worry, I promise you I will answer all the questions in the Q&A after the explanation is completed. Even after the session is done, you will get your answers by notification. All right. So let me just go ahead and play the video so you can get the best experience.
What if you could go beyond the insights available in your CRM and collaboration tools to easily bring in data from connected services that provide critical customer intelligence to strengthen and inform the sales process? Today, we'll look at how this is possible using generative AI with Copilot for Sales, grounded with information from both your internal and external systems, and the zero-code way to light the experience up with Copilot Studio to connect to your data with extensions and build custom AI skills using Copilot actions. Let's start with your baseline experience using Copilot for Sales, which, if you haven't looked at it in a while, enriches your Copilot for Microsoft 365 experience. For example, email summaries are enriched with data from your CRM. There are suggested CRM updates found in the email to ensure no action is missed and CRM data is current and simple to update from the context of Outlook. Then, to close the loop, suggested email response prompts are geared towards closing a deal that draw on all the context of the email and data from your CRM. Meeting prep documents are more customized, with content generated using information from CRM records, along with details from referenced upcoming meetings in Microsoft 365. The brief is formatted to include who the participants are, the opportunity summary, recent meeting insights, email thread summaries, related records from the CRM, and any open customer service cases that the team should be aware of going into our upcoming call. Additionally, Copilot for Sales shares the meeting prep in Teams as team members join meetings. And meeting recaps are made more relatable and actionable with the rich AI capabilities of Copilot for Microsoft 365, used to summarize the meeting, and Copilot for Sales bringing in sales-specific actions like follow-up tasks to create in CRM, as well as a record of questions asked, conversational KPIs, and keywords mentioned. In these examples, we ground your generative AI experience with information from your CRM and Microsoft 365. Next, let me show you how your experience is enriched further by bringing in data from external connected systems and tailored custom skills. As I open an email from a prospective customer, Alberto, in addition to what we just saw, we've created an extension, Contoso Customer Intelligence, which surfaces additional details about the customer, including other people at Contoso he's worked with in the past, as well as product pages he's favorited while signed into our company website. And in a moment, I'll show you how we enabled this in Copilot Studio. Within the Copilot for Sales sidecar, the custom extension Contoso Customer Intelligence displays expanded company insights and suggested actions to update opportunity details and schedule a meeting. Given the prior work history with Alberto's company, Fourth Coffee, I can use the Copilot chat experience within Outlook to then prompt for past opportunities and agreements with Fourth Coffee. And I can find the details about Fourth Coffee's previous purchases with us. These results also include information from our Contoso Customer Intelligence connected app. With all this context, I can respond to Alberto's email mentioning those additional details. I've used Copilot to start an email here, along with an invitation to a meeting to discuss the espresso machines that he's interested in. I've also been able to proactively include a 5% discount opportunity if Alberto completes his purchase this month. So as I've shown, generative AI can now gain context from available information across my CRM, Microsoft 365, and connected systems to inform and improve my customer interactions. And there's even more that Copilot for Sales can do to help me save time with additional insights. With Copilot in Word, I can generate personalized meeting prep documents connected to my CRM and external applications through Copilot for Sales. In my case, I'll use Copilot with a / to reference an upcoming sales meeting called Follow Up 4th Coffee. This generated document includes details about the meeting, participant information, topics for the discussion, and even account-specific information extracted from CRM and our connected external app, as well as open tasks, all within seconds. Also, moving ahead to the day of the meeting, I can use the integrated meeting recap to take care of follow-up actions. Here, the after-call summary captures notes, including integrated follow-up tasks with our Copilot extension. That's one example of a connected and integrated Copilot for Sales experience. Now, since this is mechanics, let me explain how the different surfaces were connected, enabling Copilot to securely access the information it needed to inform responses. The Copilot for Sales system is comprised of large language models, along with the Microsoft Graph, with user-level activities and data, and Microsoft 365 app experiences, and it connects to your sales data in CRM systems from either Salesforce or Dynamics 365, as well as connected external systems using Copilot extensions. With the right grounding data, including external data that's accessible, here's how responses are then generated. Beginning with the prompt, Copilot utilizes retrieval-augmented generation to orchestrate information search from the Microsoft Graph, CRM system, and connected external systems. Copilot for Sales also incorporates AI-generated skills to guide it through multi-step tasks like proposal creation, where it gathers data from diverse sources using its orchestrator and predefined logic. The gathered information is then presented to the language model, temporarily enriching its knowledge to generate an informed response. Note that the contextual information provided to the LLM remains separate and is never used in its training. And of course, Copilot for Sales follows Microsoft's documented practices for responsible AI. All services are designed to meet regulations required in your country, region, and industry in the same way that other Microsoft Cloud services do. When you use Copilot for Sales, it includes integrated scenarios with Microsoft 365 and your CRM out of the box. That said, to connect to data from external systems, you'll use Copilot extensions. Let me first show you how you'd create one with zero code from Copilot Studio using Copilot Actions to build a custom AI experience using your external data. Now remember the email summary we showed you before. I'm going to show you how we extended that experience. For that, I need to head over to Copilot Studio to hook into our customer intelligence application. To get to Copilot Studio, you can navigate to copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Next, I'll expand the left menu and move to Copilot for Sales. I'll add an action. From there, I'll select my connector, which is a Copilot extension type from my customer intelligence application. I'll paste in the action name and description. In this case, the extension exposes related marketing data as well as public data, including news and events associated to key customers. This description is important because Copilot for Sales will use it to figure out when to invoke this action. Next, I'll choose from the connector's available actions to pull the right insights from our email summary with Get Engagement Insights. I can add an action name, then a description for what it does. Again, this description is important because it is used by the AI as the instructions for what to do. Here we are saying to look into our Contoso Customer Intelligence dataset for insights related to an email in Outlook. To save some time, I'll skip a few of the options and optional steps here. I can repeat this process if I want to add additional actions. You can then optionally add conversation starters, which are suggested prompts, but in this case, to save a little time, I'll skip this. From here, I can test it out to make sure everything is working as expected. I'll enter a test prompt and make sure it responds as expected and even dig into more details about the logic and information connected with our extension. Everything looks good. And optionally, I can also test this out in Microsoft365.com or Outlook. Now, I can finalize and publish it. You can do that from the Add Connector Action experience in the Manage tab in Copilot Studio. I'll continue in the wizard, and to save time, I've added the icon images and background color already, as well as who has permissions to use it. So I just need to hit Skip and Publish, and everything is published in Copilot for Sales. And there's one more thing to do to get it working in Copilot for Microsoft 365. From the new Actions tab, I'll hit Publish, and then I'll choose Copilot for Microsoft 365. And from there, I can publish it so that it's available in both Copilot experiences. And by the way, if you're an ISV or partner building Copilot actions, the same process applies. Plus, you can get your solutions certified using the Microsoft Partner Center and make them discoverable by organizations in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So that was a quick tour of how Copilot for Sales can optimize the sales process using generative AI, the mechanics of how it works, and how to build Copilot extensions to connect with other systems for even more personalized experiences. For more information, check out aka.ms/Copilot for Sales Extensibility. And to stay up to date on monthly releases, check out aka.ms Copilot for Sales Updates. Keep watching Microsoft Mechanics for all the latest AI updates, and thanks for watching.
You see, my friends, Copilot for Sales helps automate tasks like email summaries, meetings preps, email recaps, enriching them with all CRM data and external systems. Copilot Studio allows for the creation of the custom extensions that will connect the external systems to the Copilot, providing you with a personalized experience for each customer interaction. How nice is this? The process also ensures security and follows the responsible AI practices to be able to protect the user's data and maintain all the ethical standards. You see, we have based on experience with Copilot for Sales. We have like the email summaries, as I have mentioned. We have the customized meeting preps, the AI generating meeting recaps, bringing the external data also into our solution, if you want to say, okay. And even the best thing is create and publish these Copilot extensions. It's all very secure. It follows the responsible AI practices. We publish those. So by integrating both the internal CRM data and the external systems with the Copilot for Sales, your sales teams can now access enriched insights. You can improve customer interactions and even automate key processes. So with Copilot Studio, creating a custom AI experience is easier than ever. You see, enabling personalized solutions for every sale that is needed. So we have here a list of practical overview of the most common AI-powered tools that is used in the modern sales organization. You see, it's designed to help you a little bit recognize just the main categories of AI solutions and what do they do and where they fit into the sales workflow. You see, I have already explained, I have already mentioned, some of them. Like we have the CRM system with AI features first, where we have the core platforms here that centralize the customer data and also embed the AI to improve productivity and the insights. And Copilot helps sellers write their emails, also summaries and all of that, preparing the meetings, all that with Dynamics 365 with Copilot. We have Salesforce Einstein to help add predictive scoring, summarizing opportunities, prepare meeting briefs, and get insights directly inside the CRM. You see, helping reps to focus on the right opportunities. We have the HubSpot AI assistants to assist with content creation, forecasting emails, generation, CRM data cleanup, all of that. And a lot of tools also, like for sales intelligence, we have the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we have the Zoom Info AI-powered prospecting also, which is AI algorithms. That has AI algorithms that analyzes the company data, the buyer intent, and all of that. We also have conversation intelligence tools like Gong.io, Chorus.ai, Fireflies.ai. Also, if you know, this one is well known, provides AI generated meeting notes, transcripts, and action items, making post call follow up faster and even more accurate. For productivity and personalization tools, we have Lavender for email assistance. We have Copilot in Outlook and in Excel, of course. And we have Apollo.ai also, which is AI email sequences. You see here it optimizes outbound sequences, personalizes messages at scale, and also automates multi-step outreach campaign. So let's move forward. How wonderful. We have another short video here on how Copilot for Sales work and how we can set it up even. So this is an amazing demo. I'm glad I have saved this one. Here you go. It's now in the chat with you guys. Let's have a look at the interesting demo here.
There are a lot of moving parts when it comes to closing sales deals quickly and efficiently, whether that's accessing deep data in your CRM systems or other manual tasks that slow the process down. Today, we'll take a look at the new generative AI-powered Sales Copilot, which provides an intelligent natural language interface to all your sales data in CRM systems like Salesforce or Dynamics 365, and connected external data sources. I'll demonstrate how Sales Copilot generates insights and content in the flow of work with skills that help you with everyday tasks in Microsoft 365 or embedded within your Dynamics 365 sales experience. Importantly, I'll unpack the mechanics of how Sales Copilot works safely with your data and walk through some of the key admin steps to set up Sales Copilot. I mentioned that Sales Copilot works with your CRM systems. So let's start by looking at Sales Copilot in action with Salesforce and Microsoft 365. Here, I'm in Outlook. This email contains an update to an opportunity. A customer has shared a detailed overview of their expansion plans. Watch as Sales Copilot is able to quickly summarize the key points from the email and the related opportunity, so you have the appropriate context while working in Outlook. It can even draft a response automatically by using the context within the email in addition to relevant data retrieved from the CRM system. And to personalize things further, it provides options to adjust the tone and proactively suggests other potential actions, such as setting up a meeting based on calendar availability. Or you can just choose to copy the email text with all the included details and send it. Now let's switch gears to a direct engagement and an example where we're working with a customer and have recently met them in an online meeting. The meeting was run using Microsoft Teams with live transcription. The discussion covered the opportunity summary and walked through all the latest activities. And you can see Sales Copilot was able to build a recap for the meeting. It generates a summary of all the highlights and actions from the meeting to help make sure important details aren't missed. At the bottom, you can see the power of AI. It provides a great meeting timeline with auto-generated chapters and even a minute-by-minute measure of sentiment with meeting participants. This is information that can be taken into account as you build a summary with follow-up actions. There's also a Mentions tab that lets you very quickly hone in on specific topics discussed and their frequency, people who were mentioned, key questions, and more, all automatically captured during the conversation. Then, as you continue to work the opportunity, Sales Copilot continues to assist. Back in Outlook, while responding to an email, Sales Copilot can nudge you to put it to work. In this case, helping to draft a response that summarizes the meeting and specific actions. So that was the experience of Sales Copilot with Salesforce, and everything I demonstrated works the same with Dynamics 365 Sales. Now, let me show you additional things you can do with Sales Copilot within Dynamics 365 Sales. Here, its generative AI capabilities are embedded within the Dynamics 365 sales experience. This lets you easily check in on sales performance, find opportunities to focus on, and get a quick snapshot of all your opportunities. And once you're informed, you can jump right in. This particular opportunity is summarized with details from several references to indicate recent activity and highlight risks. This makes it easy to stay on top of the deal and identify important actions to move forward. Everything I've shown you makes the sales process way more efficient for everyone involved. Let me explain how Sales Copilot is able to securely access the information it needs to inform its responses. The Sales Copilot system comprises the large language models hosted in Azure OpenAI, along with the Microsoft Graph, comprising user-level activity data and Microsoft 365 app experiences, and connects to your sales data in CRM systems from either Salesforce or Dynamics 365, as well as connected external data sources using Power Platform connectors. Now, you might be wondering how Sales Copilot knows what information to present to users. As users prompt Sales Copilot, CRM data is only made accessible based on each user's identity and what each user is individually permitted to access. In other words, two users with different privileges and identical prompts will get different generated responses based on their individual access to information. Sales Copilot can never grant access to a resource or data source that the user doesn't have access to. And this applies to AI-generated suggested prompts as well. Now let me explain how Sales Copilot establishes the right grounding data to generate useful responses. Sales Copilot starts with the prompt and using a process called Retrieval Augmented Generation. It orchestrates the retrieval of information from the Microsoft Graph. That includes email messages, calendar info, and metadata, together with your connected CRM system that's storing customer and opportunity information. As you saw, Sales Copilot also comes with various AI-generated skills. These guide Sales Copilot to curate information required as part of multi-step tasks, like making a proposal where customer and opportunity information might need to be retrieved from different locations using Sales Copilot's orchestration layer together with predefined logic. And information retrieved is then assembled and presented to the LLM, giving it temporary external knowledge to ground it in combination with what it already knows so that it can generate an informed response. Then, before any response is presented to the user, post-processing also removes hallucinations and filters unwanted content to ensure an appropriate response is provided. Importantly, information presented to ground the large language model stays separate to the large language model. It's not used in any way to train it. In fact, Sales Copilot follows Microsoft's documented practices for responsible AI. And of course, all services are designed to meet regulations required in your country, region, and industry in the same way that other Microsoft Cloud services do. Now, let's switch gears to getting everything set up. Many of the steps are the same if you use Salesforce or Dynamics 365 Sales. From the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, you can start by assigning the required Sales Copilot licenses. Next, from the Integrated Apps page in Settings, you'll deploy the Sales Copilot Outlook add-in for those capabilities to work. And from the Teams Admin Center, you'll need to ensure the Sales Copilot app is allowed. Then from Teams Apps, under Setup Policies, you'll create a policy for your sellers, then pin the Sales Copilot app, as you can see here. Next, for the Teams meeting summary I showed, from Meeting Policies, you'll need to ensure that meeting transcription is enabled. Finally, Sales Copilot has additional administrator settings that only service admins with sufficient permission have access to. Using the Microsoft Teams app, not the Admin Center, from Sales Copilot, you can optionally customize your seller's experience in Outlook and Teams using customized forms and fields. Next, for the Dynamics 365 embedded Sales Copilot experiences, there are a few extra things for app admins to configure. From the App Settings area in Dynamics 365 Sales, you can enable Sales Copilot for Sales Hub and/or any other application module. Here, you can also opt in to try preview features. And from the Advanced Sales Copilot settings, you can refine the data, which will be shown in summaries or checked for recent changes, including customized fields to ensure Sales Copilot generates responses aligned to your specific needs. Now, something I haven't shown you yet is how external data from non-CRM applications is experienced within Sales Copilot. Here's a first look at how you can bring insights and data from your favorite partner applications contextually into Sales Copilot. Be it updates on signing the agreement with DocuSign with a deep link to the source, as you can see here, or even pricing intelligence from Pro's Smart CPQ as you build a quote, also linking to the source. As mentioned, to bring external data to Sales Copilot, you'll use Power Platform connectors. So that was a quick tour of how Sales Copilot can optimize the sales process using generative AI and how everything works. For more information, check out aka.ms/salescopilotdocs. And to stay updated on monthly releases, check out aka.ms/salescopilotupdates. Keep watching Microsoft Mechanics for all the latest AI updates, and thanks for watching.
Okay, my friends, you see how amazing it is. Very nice stuff. Copilot for Sales helps to automate all our tasks. Copilot Studio allows the creation of custom extensions to connect the external systems to the Copilot, providing a personalized experience for each customer interaction. You see, the process also ensures security, follows Microsoft's responsible AI practices to be able to protect user data and maintain all the users' ethical standards. So, what do you have here? A use case. Okay, great. Let's have a look at this short use case. So, we're seeing here a very practical AI use case that every sales team immediately benefits from. You see, let's call it AI powered lead scoring, not just lead scoring, because before AI, traditionally sales teams they used to assign sales teams they assigned lead quality based on their personal judgment or like some simple rules. You see, this often meant relying on gut feeling, such as believing that leads from a certain industry they are like good, or like they are using static criteria maybe that don't adapt to real buying behavior. So this approach actually only works up to a certain point, but it quickly becomes inconsistent and inefficient also as the lead volume grows. But with AI, now AI introduces the data-driven dynamic scoring model. You see, you have machine learning analyzes past successful deals, where the model looks at patterns across thousands of historical opportunities, and it identifies what really matters, like the job titles that tend to convert, maybe the industries with higher win rates, maybe the company size range that are more likely to purchase behaviors that correlate with the buying intent and all of that. You see, so with AI, sales rep they gain clarity on which leads to prioritize. You see, they will focus. Their focus will shift to the highest probability opportunities, improving win rates and also reducing the time wasted on low intent prospects. It transforms lead qualifications from guesswork into measurable automated process, I would say. Okay, and about that, there's also a topic that is very interesting, which is sales agents. You see, so this video is not available. No worries about this. So another short use case is pipeline forecasting. Also, there are some tools for applications like to predict how much revenue is likely to close. We can work with Dynamics 365 and Salesforce Einstein to use AI to analyze all the call notes, the email frequency, and all of that to adjust sales targets with greater accuracy and everything. All right. Moving forward, we have a short video here about using Copilot in Excel with Python also. So this is a quick video that it really brings to life just how powerful AI can be when it's integrated into tools that we already use. Okay, let's have a look. Now, don't worry, you don't need to be a coder or developer to benefit from this. The beauty of this integration is that you can simply use natural language, like just type what you want to do, and Copilot will translate that into Python code behind the scenes. It's like having a data analyst on demand, you see. So first, let me grab this link and share it with you as usual. Here you go. And let's have a look at what it has.
We are combining the power of Python, one of the world's most popular programming languages for working with data, with Copilot in Excel. Say you're working on your company's annual revenue forecast. In just a couple of clicks, Copilot does an advanced analysis, reasoning over 3 years of historical sales data. Copilot shows a preview of what it's reasoning over, creates a plan to analyze it in a way that is immediately useful, and executes it by writing and running Python code, giving you a quick picture of your numbers. You then ask Copilot to forecast your annual revenue for the next 2 years. Copilot repeats the pattern, creating a plan for how it will tackle the task, writing and running Python code, and prompting you to iterate and ask questions about its work. If you want to make any edits to the Python code itself, you can do so directly in the workbook. That's the power of bringing Python directly into the Excel grid.
You see, guys, just in a few steps, you can add and work with Copilot in Excel immediately and make our things very easy for us. So, next up, we have forecasting and productivity with Copilot. So here we have another part of our session. Just a few slides here. Before we do that, I think we have reached half of our slides and we've been speaking for an hour and almost an hour and a half. I think it's time to have a short break. All right. I will put on a timer for let's say 8 minutes should be enough. All right, and then we'll come back to continue our session. Okay, thank you all. We'll be back in 8 minutes. All right, guys, and you are back from our short break. Hope you are well. Everything is good from your side. Let's move forward in our next session. Here, forecasting and productivity with Copilot. So, first things first, when you say forecasting, what do we mean? Of course, we're talking about sales forecasting. So we're going to break down a little bit what sales forecasting really is at its core. It's the process of predicting future sales, you see, figuring out which deals are likely to close and when they will close mainly. So this is based on a mix of historical data on market trends and some smart tools also, of course, like AI. So it's not just about numbers. It's about helping the business make smarter decisions. Why does it matter so much, you ask? Well, when you know what sales to expect, you can plan better. You see, whether that means hiring the right number of people, maybe stocking enough products, or even setting goals that your team they can realistically reach. It can also help to flag potential problems early, like if your team is at risk of missing their targets, for example. And also, when your forecasts are reliable, leadership takes notice. It builds trust and it shows that you are in control. But of course, there are challenges. A lot of teams they still rely on gut feeling, you see, which can lead to inaccurate guesses. May have maybe incomplete or messy CRM data. They will also hurt the accuracy of the forecast. And sometimes pipeline reviews they can be a bit too optimistic or subjective maybe. So the key is using a structured data-driven approach. You see, that's where AI really starts to shine, and we'll dive into that more as we go. Okay, basically, AI is transforming sales forecasting. You see, traditionally, forecasts have relied on sales reps, best guesses, and last-minute deal reviews. And while that worked on an extent, it often means that we are dealing with a lot of guesswork and missed signals. So that's where AI steps in. You see, instead of just relying on gut feeling, AI takes a deep dive into historical sales data, deal behavior, email, also even calendar activity, and it pulls out insights that humans they might overlook. So imagine this: AI can tell us which deals like they are likely to close, which ones are stalling, and even flag risks early. You see, it's all backed by real data. And like for example, it might say this deal is slowing down. You see, we have low interaction for 2 weeks maybe, and the decision maker skipped the last meeting. You see, so you have a high risk here. So you can pay attention to it. So this kind of insight allows sales managers to shift the focus. Sorry, and allows them to reallocate. You see. Allocate some time, some support to the right deals before that it is too late. You see, the benefits are huge. We have more accurate forecasts, better use of time. What else? Fewer surprises for sure, right? So with AI, sales forecasting becomes less about hunches and more about action-driven decisions. And that means better planning, smarter strategies, ultimately more deals that will be closed. You see, this is the point here. Okay. Up next, and here we go, we have finally reached our next checkpoint, which is AI in modern marketing. So, guys, the foundational session here introduces how AI revolutionizes marketing now. Okay, we will talk about some AI functions in the marketing funnel, the role of the data, some high impact use cases, and so on. Okay. So first of all, AI in marketing refers to the use of all the artificial intelligence technologies, of course, like the machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision. Okay, let's emphasize on computer vision to be able to automate, to enhance, and optimize the marketing efforts. You see, these technologies they help marketers make data-driven decisions by analyzing large volumes of customer data and by allowing them to improve how they target audience, how they deliver content, how they optimize the performance, and ultimately achieving better campaign outcome. You see, AI, it can process and analyze a large amount of data quickly and accurately, providing the marketers with the tools to reach the right person with the right message at the right time. Isn't this what we all want, right, my fellow marketers? So AI-driven marketing systems, they continuously learn and they adapt. You see, they become smarter over time. They help businesses improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of all their campaigns. So basically, where AI impacts the market funnel. Okay, here we have the market funnel that represents the journey that customers take from discovering a brand to becoming loyal advocates. All right, and you see, AI plays a critical role in optimizing each stage of this funnel here, from raising awareness to nurturing the long-term relationships. So by analyzing customer data, by predicting the behavior and automating the decision making, AI can enhance the marketing strategies. It can improve the overall customer experience at every stage. So the first stage will be, of course, awareness. Okay, this is where AI identifies like the relevant audience. Okay, primary goal is to attract attention and raise the awareness here. AI can significantly enhance the process of audience targeting by analyzing the massive data sets and identifying the right people who are most likely to be interested in a brand or in a product. So after awareness, we have like conversion. Now we move into conversion, or sorry, consideration. I didn't see this here. Considerations. So of course, this is where AI helps to retarget and recommend some content when we say considerations. So this phase, like we have potential customers, they are now evaluating their options. You see, AI helps you marketers to retarget the users who have already interacted with the brand and recommend like relevant content and create personalized messaging. All right. Now we move on to the conversion. This is where in the conversion phase, the goal is to persuade the prospects to take the final action here. You see, AI optimizes CTAs, landing page, timing, all of that. So either it's making a purchase, signing up for a trial, filling out a form. AI can optimize the call to actions, okay, the CTAs, the landing page layout, and everything, timing as well, and as I said, to be able to maximize the conversions. Okay, and the next phase will be, of course, retention. So in this phase here, after conversion, it's essential to keep our customers engaged and loyal. You see, in the retention phase, AI can analyze the churn signals and they can predict the best offers or the actions to be able to keep the customers coming back. Okay, and then we will advocate. We reach the step number 5, which is advocacy, where AI identifies the brand advocates and the prompt review requests. So here, customers not only remain loyal, but they also become vocal supporters of the brand. You see, AI will identify brand advocates. It will encourage them to share reviews or recommend the brand to others. This way, we can improve our marketing and we can get more reach and so on. You see, we have better targeting, increased engagement. What else? We can benefit from like higher conversion rates. You see, we can create customer retention and loyalty programs. We'll have enhanced advocacy, of course. So AI's impact on the marketing funnel is very transformative. You see, by leveraging AI, marketers they can optimize each stage of the funnel from awareness through advocacy, and AI enables smarter targeting, personalized experience, real-time optimization, all of which will lead to higher engagement, conversion, and of course, customer loyalty. So you have AI tools like Mailchimp, like Optimizely, like Sprinkler. Businesses they can harness the power of the data to continually improve their marketing efforts. You see, providing the right message to the right person at the right time. Ultimately, of course, driving greater results at every stage of the customer journey. All right. Why would we need AI? Because we have a few problems or stuff that can be enhanced, of course. Like first, we face a vast and continuously growing volume of data that must always be analyzed and acted upon quickly to stay competitive. You see, traditional methods of analysis, they simply cannot keep up with the sheer amount of the data, making it essential for marketers to leverage AI. You see, and like when we say volume of data, for example, the first point here, marketers, you are constantly collecting a lot of data from multiple sources. You see, including website visits, social media interaction, email opens, and customer behavior. See, so analyzing this data manually is not only time consuming, but nearly impossible given its volume. You see, AI, on the other hand, excels at processing large data set and identifying valuable patterns, trends, and correlations after uh, like faster, much faster than the humans they could ever do. You see, and about faster, we have real-time decisions also. Like AI, we can specify like show this ad now, for example. You see, send this email at I don't know 3 p.m. You see, so in the fast-paced world of digital marketing, being able to market real-time decisions, this can be the difference between success and failure. You see, we need to be fast because the market and the competition also moves fast. So we have more precision with AI. You see, targeting the right audience is very essential, but traditional methods, they often rely on broad demographic data that may not fully capture the nuances of the individuals or like customer behaviors as well. So AI allows for micro targeting. You see, where campaigns they are tailored to the specific actions, the preferences, and the interests of each customer. Also, you see, it's down to behavioral pattern, geographic location, and also a stage in the marketing funnel. So, of course, with consistency will be much better, and the ROI measurement will become even better. You see, marketers, you guys maybe often face the challenge of determining which campaign or maybe which touch points they are actually driving the conversations, especially in multi-channel strategies. So traditional attribution models like the last click attribution, for example, may not provide a full picture, potentially skewing the ROI calculations. But AI will use data-driven attribution models, which provide a more accurate picture by assigning partial credit to each touch point that contributed to a conversation, whether it's the first click, the middle stage engagement, or even the final purchase, maybe. You see, AI constantly updates these models in real time to ensure that marketers they can assess the true impact of each campaign and the channel. Okay. So also, of course, our strong point is personalization. So personalization in marketing is when you tailor the content, the product, and the experience to your individual customers based on their behavior. You see, based on their preferences and their interactions. So today, personalization is essential for building strong relationships with customers, improving their engagement, and driving the conversations. Now, with the rise of artificial intelligence, personalization has become more sophisticated, enabling the brands to deliver highly relevant and individualized experiences at large scales. You see, we need to understand individual customer preferences and their behavior. We need to deliver relevant content and good product recommendation as well. We need to have dynamic websites, better, good email personalization also. Like we can use A/B testing on the real-time data, but doing so with AI it will optimize the website layout and the emails by personalizing headlines, maybe the offers, the images, and the call to actions, even based on the visitor's behavior and his past interactions. You see, for example, an AI system it may display a discount maybe on a certain product that the customer has been eyeing, or like a reminder to complete a purchase for item in his cart. You see, Let's say you have had those items in your cart for, I don't know, 1 week. Here's a 10% discount code. Just buy them already. Right? So, and also we can optimize, of course, the customer journey with AI. Imagine having a random discount code. He will be happy. You see, and maybe more prone to finish actually his purchase. So you can enhance customer support even with AI-powered personalization, like having chatbots where respond based on some previous interactions. They can that learn from previous interactions and frequently asked questions, maybe, and so on. All right, and even automatic and scaling personalization is now at scale. So, like when I say at scale, it's being able to deliver the individual experience to a large number of customers at the same time. And AI enables brands to achieve personalization at scale, automating many aspects of the customer's experience. All right. Here's a list of some common AI marketing tools. Let's go through them fast. You have Salesforce Marketing Cloud Einstein. You have Microsoft Dynamics Customer Insights, HubSpot Smart List, Google Ads Smart Binding, Meta AI Campaigns. For email, you have MailChimp for the segment. You have WhatsApp Business API for AI routing. We have for content like Jasper, ChatGPT for social post, Grammarly Business as well can help us a lot to work with these. So, our last section in this training here is generative AI for content creation. You see, this is very interesting here. We're gonna see more tools like ChatGPT, like Jasper, DALI, Canva, Magic, and so on to generate some content for our marketing strategies. So first of all, we need to understand what is generative AI. Very simple. Generative AI comes from the name. It's AI that generates something from just a single prompt. You see, it's a model that can create a new original content, such as text, images, music, videos, anything that you need, even code based on prompts or data that you input. Okay, we have here some examples on the slide, like ChatGPT can create blog posts, they can create email templates, product term descriptions. DALI and Midjourney, they create images from text prompts. You see, you can send them your product, for example, and tell the AI, create a flyer about this product, so we can like post it on Instagram stories, for instance. You see, very interesting and fast. And also, the strongest point here is prompting. So you need to know how to prompt, what to prompt in order to get the best out of your AI tools. Okay. What are different types of content generative AI can create? So I have already mentioned, you can have text, you can have images, videos, audios, and even code even, but we don't need code for marketing, so I'm just going to skip that. You see, like for example, you can even ask the AI, what type of content do you create regularly and which would benefit most from automation? Like, you know, you have, for example, Midjourney and DALI, they are good image generation in AI. But so is ChatGPT. But ChatGPT's main purpose is text. You generate text. It's stronger in text. Like, you know, when we were back in school, one was stronger in math, one was more smarter in science. Everyone had his own specialty, if you want, or his favorite subject. So AI tools as well. You can generate images with ChatGPT, but DALI, Midjourney, they are better. Okay, and to generate videos, we have Synthesia, we have Pictory, we have Runway ML. We can work with those as well. So, as I was saying, as marketers, we need to know how to prompt the AI in order to get the best out of our results. You see, the prompt is the instruction that you will give the AI. You need to be specific. You need to provide the tone, the style, okay, that you want to, and you need to give some examples for the AI so it can help. And also, if you find like the first answer isn't really what you're looking for, or you're not really sure about it, always iterate. You know, at Microsoft we have this rule. It says it's the rule of the 3 I's. It's iterate, iterate, iterate. Always iterate. Always try 1 time, 2 times, 3 times to see different versions and have better outcome. Never go with the first output that the AI gives you. You see, in order to spend more tokens. No, I'm joking, of course. Really, just to get better responses. Like, for example, we say, write a friendly LinkedIn post announcing a product launch for a Kenyan fintech startup. You see, this is very specific. We need to provide the tone, the style. We can add to this previous prompt. We add to it, make it professional but warm. Include a call to action. You see, we tell the AI what do we need, what do we want, and also give example. You can say like use a style similar to Apple product announcement, for example, and he will see what is Apple product announcement, how do they style it, how do they do it, because it's AI, but they know, and it will give you a similar output. Okay, my friends, is everything good from your side? Remember, collaboration between humans and AI is very important. AI is not here to replace us. It's not here to do our work for us without us. It's here to be our assistant. It's here to help us. We are always going to be the masters. We are always going to be the ones in control. It is one powerful way to harness the strength of both entities, you see, humans and AI. So AI can handle a wide range of tasks that requires processing large volume of data, producing outputs quickly, humans being creative, and all of and humans, they will be more creative, they will have the emotional intelligence, they will be contextually aware, that like AI cannot fully replicate. Okay, so the ideal approach combines the strengths of both, leveraging AI for efficiency and humans for creativity, for relevance, and for authenticity. Okay, is everything clear? All is well? And with that, my friends, I conclude our session. Thank you so much for listening to me explain and sharing with you all my knowledge. And thank you for attending. I was very happy to share with you all my knowledge and the best practices, especially about AI and how we can work with it in sales and marketing. Please do leave some feedback in the chat over here. Just let me know. Let's say over 5. Okay, let's give a grade over 5 from 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. How did you enjoy the session? How was your feedback? Do send in the chat. If you'd like to give a few comments as well, feel free to do so. I will be answering your questions in the Q&A section after the event ends. Thank you so much. I see a lot of 5s in the chat. I really appreciate that. One more thing before you guys leave. I'm going to share with you in the chat my LinkedIn profile. All right, in case you're on LinkedIn, just click on the link, connect with me. This way, if you have any question related to AI, related to finance, marketing, anything I can help you with, please be my guest, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you all again for attending. I hope to see you in future trainings. This was Michel Al-Asmar, Microsoft Certified Trainer with you, AI for finance, sales and marketing. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of the day. Cheers.